is what's going to keep you going, right? That's never say that. Regardless of what's going on in your life, you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, I don't know where tenacity and persistence come from, because you can't really teach it.
It's true. Do you think you learn it through experience, or just
I
like
think so.
at times?
Yeah. I think you learn it from experience, or I think it's just innate.
Or maybe you have like a mentor. You know what I mean? Kind of like through his behaviors, you kind of, if you're aware enough to have one, right?
That's what I'm saying. Is
right.
You have to have a certain amount of tenacity and grit to even seek out a mentor to begin with.
Right. You have to have that self-awareness to wanna. Yeah.
So, I mean, where does it come from? I don't know. It's kind of a complex question with a complex answer, but some people have it, some people don't.
Yeah.
That's what you could say.
Exactly. I think, it's weird, huh? It's like you could stay on this treadmill forever and be lazy as shit and not have a purpose, say, for life.
Yeah.
And look, man, I'm not really knocking on anyone, because what I once were, I'm not anymore, right? Or what I once wasn't, I am now.
Yeah.
Because of the lessons that we learned. And I think going back to John Wood's point is that, man, it just, that one statement just really hit me so hard, because now you have evidence that, look, you can't fake your successes, right? I mean, he runs world-class gym, world-class fighters go there. He's won titles for them, right? Like through his coaching.
Yeah.
And you can't fake the funk. It's just that one advice is like, oh shit, hey, what I see, or what I'd like to imagine when he says that, is that along with that comes all the, I guess you could say, hardships, right? He probably got turned down a lot, like he said, he got into a lot of, I wouldn't say controversies, but conflicts with like maybe fighters, and I can only imagine, right? Like it's part of the business.
Yeah.
And sometimes, what I used to think when, quick story is that when I was in San Diego, not to put anyone on the spot, when I was going to this said Muay Thai gym, there was a lot of business happenings. And then a lot of students would say, well, this is this. After I got talking to the owner, and now that I'm in the business space, it's like a hearsay, she said kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, the coach is just trying to do what's best for the business, but then, you can't disregard like what the students think.
Yeah.
So what I mean is that sometimes I think being in the majority part of going to like a gym, you'll hear a lot of things about, the gym owner really like, he's like cutthroat and stuff like that. And he just fired, this person. It's like, wait, what's his side of the story?
Yeah.
Right? Like, hold on. Yeah, I know the students, gossip gets all over the place. That's the number one problem.
Yeah.
Right? It spreads like wildfire. But then it's like, what does the fucking business owner have to say, man? What's his side of the story, right? Like business is fucking hard enough as it is to run it.
Super.
So you have to have like a set balance, within that. So my point being is that that's part of the challenges of being like not only a business level, a high level business owner that's expanding, right? You were here, you were taking the videos, and he was saying he has big dreams for, he wanted a bowling alley in his house.
Yeah.
And I was like, for what you've done, that's not even like a question.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, wait, he was saying it like he has this grand picture of a bowling alley. I was like, dude, you could probably get that in like the next year.
So you don't
to have a bowling alley. Yeah. Right. I was like, wait, you don't, yeah, exactly. I was like, you don't have like a 14-lane bowling alley at your house already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's cool. That was a cool conversation. Yeah. And interesting too, because a lot of the times, especially when, I mean, I say hi to him sometimes. He seems kind of, at first he seemed to me, and probably to a lot of people, kind of not very approachable.
Sure. I mean,
right. But I now that I, being in on that podcast and
getting to know him,
seeing that side of him, he's definitely more open guy than I thought.
Hence, that's why like, I feel like you're reiterating what I just said, right? It's just because, well, what's his side of things? Till you actually talk to the, the fucking big boss, cutthroat, quote unquote, business owner, right? Well, fuck, like I said, he's running a fucking business with over probably like 500 active students, and you know what I mean? He has to balance out his workers.
Yeah.
He has to balance out like his employees and all that.
Is that the reputation he has? Is being
no,
in
but
like hiring and firing and
no. I mean, you kind of hear these things, right? Like anything else around the jet. It's like, all right, whatever. For me, I'm old enough to distinguish, right? It's all from experience. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's take this with a grain of salt kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not just saying that, like, there's nothing bad really that I heard, oh my goodness, like, John, what's this? But then people will talk, right? Yep. They'll say, well, I'm not getting this. It's like, all right, buddy, that's so minute that you're complaining about it. And then all of a sudden you're complaining about it to 10 other people.
Yeah.
And then it spreads. It's like, oh, now he's the worst thing. But again, after talking to him, it's like, what? And after being in business too, it's like, dude, he's just doing the right what he thinks is right for the business. Like, once it's all said and done, it's his fucking business.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. And it's got to be tricky to do what he's doing, at least having like an MMA gym.
Oh, dude.
Because the personalities that that you're probably going to encounter,
Yeah.
And I can speak firsthand to it. So you can go into any business with relationships and then exit that business with all those bridges burned.
I mean,
and it's,
you hear that a lot too.
Yeah, and it's no fault to anyone really. It's just that's the way business is.
Yeah,
friendships are easy to maintain because they're friendships, and whenever like you and I, when we see each other, we're doing podcast stuff, or we're training, or we're at the gym, or it's all basically kind of fun and I guess you would say recreational based, activities. But once you bring a friend into business or work, the playing field changes a little bit.
Even like as a roommate, you know what I mean? Not even going as far as just being business.
Yeah.
Roommate's a whole different thing if you're best friends. And then, if
there's a lot of parallels though. Like it's just like you're bringing them in as a life partner.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
You don't have to be married to them, but if you're going into business, or like you said, you have a roommate, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people.
Yeah.
And eventually the rough edges are going to show.
Yeah. And, going back to the whole like business owner, because once you get, pretty high profile like that, people are going to talk automatically because you are the subject, right? You have the status now, and then you are the subject of what? You're built around the ecosystem. So what I like to put it is that you're a brand, whether you like it or not. And what does brand really mean? It's your reputation of what other people think of you.
Yeah.
I think that was the great definition. And I think that's what John Wood is. And not only that, relating to that, it's not just him. It's like for instance, Carl's Bad Kickboxing, right? This guy, and he's a really good guy. I had a good, I guess you could say, gym relationship with, his name was Rolando, right? Mm-hmm. And the things that I'd hear, it's like, it's just gossip, right? It's just smoke screens. And it's like, wait, why that guy fired? Oh, because Rolando wasn't like paying him this or paying him that. And then when I talked to Rolando, I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, how much did he expect to get paid for teaching a 1 hour class? You know what I mean? It's like, you have to see both sides of the story. But then from what I learned, that's why I wanted to pick John Wood's brain, is that, business, what I'm starting to get now from too is, on a small scale, obviously, is that it's just that. It's like, well, you can't make everyone happy. And when you can't make everyone happy, some people will be, distraught. And then, so just to reiterate with lesson number 1, have a never say die attitude when it comes to business, when it comes to fighting, if you're a professional fighter, with anything in life. Mm-hmm. And I promise you, if you say consistent enough, persistent enough, everyone else will quit. And you're just going to keep going. That's what's going to separate you from a lot of people. Yeah, again, I sound like a broken record, but like this podcast, 90% of people don't get past 3 episodes. 99% of the people don't get past 20 episodes.
Wow, that's
actually a crazy statistic, right?
That's a crazy statistic.
And you can scale up.
So you're
there.
0.1% at this point.
More, because think about it. And I'm not gloating, but think about it. Is that we're at 74. This is our 74th episode.
Wow.
So if you scale up 50, imagine I just said 20. fall off 99%. What's 50?
Yeah.
That's got to be 0.3. You know what I mean? So that's why so that's again relating back to John. Just never say die, man. What's going on, guys? If you're enjoying this podcast, please don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Only if you're getting value out of it on YouTube and also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a rating and follow. And also, I also write a blog newsletter from what I learned from my incredible guests that I have on. So sign up for the email list and get updates on the podcast.